Eagle, proud symbol of our country, keep on flying high up above, and together we will stand and we'll restore the land. Oh, eagle, keep on flying, eagle.
All right, hi, this is Paul Lott down in the Scenic Rivers area at Dixie Springs. And I believe Bert's got some great guests in there for a great show. Some of it covering this area, huh, Bert?
No doubt about it, Paul. I am live in the Reed's Metal Studio alongside with two of our favorite co-hosts at Listen to the Eagle. Got Mr. Brad Young, Executive Director of the Mississippi Wildlife Federation, and we got Robert Daley, not only a friend of Listen to the Eagle, but part of Southern Traditional Archery. Paul, we're going to change the show tonight. It's not Listen to the Eagle. It's Mississippi Wildlife Extravaganza all night long.
Well, excuse me. It's sure time because it's coming up very shortly, huh, Brad?
You better believe it, Paul. It'll be here in a matter of days. I've been looking at this date on the calendar for the last year, and my goodness, it's like it just snuck up on me yesterday.
I bet it has, and I bet Robert Daley's got some good stuff too, Bert.
I'll tell you what, it got here quick. I'm looking forward to it. Time goes by so fast now. In no time it's here.
Paul,
26 years.
Hey, Paul, Brad Young sitting in here, he actually looks like it's the first time he's gotten to sit down all day and relax a little bit, and he's still working.
I know, man. I was telling them, they were asking me when I came in, they said, well, how's it going, Brad? I said, well, everything's on fire, Bert. That's all I can tell you. We're just trying to keep the flames from getting too far out of control.
Well, it's certainly time for it, and boy, all of the hunters and fishermen need to know there's some deals to be made, isn't it, Brad?
You better believe it. This is going to be a fantastic show. We've added some great new features to it this year. We've got a 3D archery shoot. We've got a duck calling competition. We've got a charity benefit Saturday night for Mississippi's toughest kids. We've got all kinds of great kids giveaways on Friday, and we got Mr. Jim Shockey coming to the show on Saturday and Sunday. And I say that knowing that even with Jim Shockey in Mississippi, he'll be the second most famous outdoor personality in the Magnolia State, right behind Paul Lott Carruth.
I want to be a kid again.
Robert Daley, this is 20, how many years, Robert? 26 for you?
This will be my 24th year with the booth.
Golly, man, I tell you what, Brad, what would you do without Robert Daley?
I know it. I know. Robert is such a integral part of the show, and we were talking about it before the show started. It's really amazing, even to me, after doing this for 4 or 5 years now, the people that sign up year after year after year, the same volunteers that want to come back and be a part of it. And, we don't pay much. Actually, we don't pay anything. You get a T-shirt out of the deal if you can remember to pick one up. But they just want to come back and be a part of it, see all their friends, work with the kids like Robert does. It really is it's a testament to, just kind of the sportsman community here in Mississippi that people want to be involved that much. We're a small staff at the Wildlife Federation. It's just me and 3 other people there who actually get paid to do what we do. But, by the time this show is over with, we will have well over 230 volunteers that come out over the weekend.
That is so
wow.
awesome.
I mean, and that's just the ones that sign up through me. That doesn't even include folks like Robert who come and give their time and bring their team out there to, show kids how to shoot archery and BB guns and all that kind of cool stuff. That's just the ones that sign up through the Wildlife Federation. I mean, it really is amazing. We absolutely appreciate every single one of them because without a doubt, we could not do it without them.
Do you know, I'm sure you've got some statistics and some numbers from years past, but what do y'all estimate as far as crowds coming through the doors?
Over the course of a 3-day weekend, and of course we open at Friday at 2 o'clock and then we close Sunday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Over the course of that weekend, we estimate somewhere in the neighborhood of about 25 to 30,000 people that come through the doors.
That's so awesome.
That's, of course,
That's
all the vendors, that's the volunteers, that's, people who pay admission to come through. I mean, it's, it really is just a testament to how excited people get this time of year about getting out and, getting ready to go hunting again.
Well, to that point, it's kind of like, Robert, you posted on Facebook, if you're excited about hunting, I mean, it's here. It's right around the corner.
Man, look, people are counting the days to their favorite season. Mine is bow season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting here quick. And you know when Extravaganza weekend gets here,
You know, that's kind
once
of
it's over, boy, you better start going through your stuff and getting ready because it's fixing to be opening day.
That's right.
I mean, it goes by fast after that.
It really does. You know, we always call it, you know, we print T-shirts and hand stamps and everything that say the kickoff to hunting season. And that's what this thing is. You
It
know,
really
for
is, yeah.
31 years now, this show has marked the beginning of hunting season in Mississippi. You know, people come from all over the state, all over neighboring states, from all over the place to be a part of it.
2017 Mississippi Wildlife Extravaganza is here. It is upon us. It is this coming up weekend, August 4th through Sunday, August 6th. Mark your calendars. Brad, real quick before we go to the first break, if they're out there riding around and they want to find out more information, where can they go?
Yeah, by all means, go to our website at mswildlife.org. That's mswildlife.org, and you can click on one of the Extravaganza banners and see just everything that we've got going on. You know, we've got an hour show tonight, but we're not even going to come close to covering everything that's going to be at that Wildlife Extravaganza. You need to have a look through it, see what you're interested in, see what your kids will be interested in, and check it all out, man. There is truly something for everybody there.
But for sure, if you want to learn more, we're going to spend most of this entire show tonight with Robert and Brad telling stories not only about past extravaganzas, but kind of what you can expect this year. We're loaded with information. We got the two guys here that know it all, and if they don't know it all, we'll have somebody call in that can explain it to them.
It's not a long enough show tonight.
I understand. 1-800, if you want to be a part of the show and share your story or make a comment about the extravaganza or anything that's on your mind across the great state of Mississippi, 1-800-251-5891. That's 1-800-251-5891 or pound 444 if you're C-Spire, customer inspired like we are. You can always follow Paul Ott on Twitter. It's at Paul Ott Eagle, or you can follow me on Twitter as well at Bert Ott Carruth. We'll always update you on what's going on with the Eagle. We'll be right back. Y'all don't go anywhere.
Paul Ott's The Day of the Lord CD-DVD combo set is our free gift to you and your family. The Day of the Lord includes songs like I Am That I Am, Don't Cry for Me, and They Could Not Stop His Love, as well as special sermons by Tom Lester, Dr. Larry LeBlanc, and others. Paul's special holy visits and the printed Don't Cry for Me poster are also included. Get yours by calling 1-800-684-9486 or by letter to New Day of the Lord Ministries Foundation, Box 219, Summit, Mississippi 39666.
Welcome back. Listen to the Eagle. Thank you for making us a part of your day. This is the second segment. We are going to knock out promoting this wonderful event this weekend, the Mississippi Wildlife Extravaganza. Got Brad Young, Executive Director of the Mississippi Federation. Appreciate you being a part of it. I know you.
Always glad to be here.
You've got a long week ahead getting preparation.
Going to be tough.
Paul Ott is down in the Scenic Rivers region at beautiful Lake Dixie Springs by phone. Paul Ott, I got a problem with one of our co-hosts.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm thinking about calling security. Ike. I need to call Ike security. I got Robert Daley in here, has moved all the Listen to the Eagle paraphernalia up front on the video and put a Mississippi State. Now, a hat. I mean, it's supposed to be a good, fun event, and you bring that nasty, trashy stuff up in here.
Well, I will say this. Okay, the views expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the sponsors, affiliate stations, or the Listen to the Eagle Network.
And
but
look,
they should be.
And I'm gonna say this one time for all you state fans out there that want to call in about Hugh Freeze. That's not the kind of wildlife we're gonna talk about tonight. So let's just cut that out. But if you do want to be a part of the show, 1-800-251-5891. That's 1-800-251-5891. Pound 444 if you C-Spire, customer inspired. Brad, Kids Day is it Friday? Friday the 4th?
That's right. Friday from 2 till 8 p.m. Friday, August the 4th. Kids Day. Kids 12 and under get in free of charge. We got all kinds of great events for the kids, not only on Friday, but throughout the weekend.
Man,
but,
I saw tons of gifts for the first 100 kids.
That's right.
So you got to get there early.
That's right. So,
Can I dress up as a kid?
You're not gonna fly.
That ain't gonna work.
You know, it's not gonna work.
You can wear that hat and get kicked out.
No.
No, he got special treatment for that. We got all the great
My
things.
cap now.
We got BB gun shoots, sponsored by Bass Pro Shop and Mississippi State Extension. We got hand grabbing for catfish out in the front yard. Can you imagine that? In the swimming pools out there?
Wait, the kids are going to be able to hand grab, learn how to hand grab, and not have to reach underneath the pier?
No,
Oh,
Mississippi
good.
Hand Grabbers Association and Case Land Company. We got a kids casting area where kids can learn how to cast a rod, sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, and then of course youth archery with our good friend Mr. Robert Daley, Southern Traditional Archers. But the most exciting thing, Bert, is
Yes.
all the free
That's
swag
what
they're
I'm
gonna
talking
get.
about.
Free stuff for the kids, man. What makes a kid happier than getting just anything for free?
That makes me happy.
I know, me and you both. Number one, Kids Day, of course, is sponsored by our friends at Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. They're going to be there giving out T-shirts to the kids while supplies last. So like Bert said, get there early and get you a free T-shirt for the kids. They got fish grips for the kids. They got grunt calls from Primos. They got Zebco rod and reel combos from Mississippi Wildlife Federation. And the best thing that all the parents will be so excited about, little quacker duck calls.
Oh,
So on the
man.
ride home, the kids can
quack.
sit in the back seat and blow that duck call till their kids are ready to drive the car into a tree.
Wow. but first 100 kids, how strict is that? Pretty strict. I guess you only have 100 to give out.
Well, but actually how it works is that for different things, so for the
Yeah.
T-shirts, I don't know how many hundreds of T-shirts they got. It's a bunch. But for the fish grips, go on the website and you'll see that it's for the first 100 kids starting at 2 o'clock. And then starting at 4 o'clock, it's the first 100 kids that go to the Primos booth and get the
okay.
grunt call. The first 100 kids at 6 o'clock get the Zebco rod and reel, so
I
on
got
down
it.
the line. So,
So
all
I can't
through the
just
day.
show up and get all the gifts and leave.
No. If you got to show up at the right time, go to the right booth
booth.
to get the right prize. But man, we got some great stuff. Those kids are going to run out of there grinning from ear to ear.
Robert, you were about to share a story, and I hope you don't mind telling it on air about what you've witnessed over the last couple of years, how kids kind of maybe show up at the booth and then but they leave a lot better situation.
Yeah, it's always amazed me how many kids have such a low self-esteem because nobody at home has taught them how special they are and that they can do anything they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
One that comes to mind real quick is this little boy that came to me one day in the booth, and he walks up to me, his head's down, his hands are shoved down in his pocket. He says, "I'm no good at this." And I said, "Well, in a few minutes, you'll never be able to say that again."
Wow.
And so I got him a bow, got him a few arrows, and he shot a few. He missed the first couple of times. He hit the target. I looked around at his mom and daddy because normally they only get 3 shots.
Right.
And if they want to do it again, they go back and get in line. I turned around and looked at his mom and daddy. I said, "We ain't done yet." And so I kept him shooting a little while longer, and he was hitting the target, and he was having more fun now. And so when he got done, I got down on my knees. I mean, he's a little bitty guy. I mean, he's a little guy. I got down on my knees. I looked him in the eye, and I said, "I want you to promise me something." I said, "Don't ever tell anybody that you're no good."
Yeah.
I said, "I love you. Jesus loves you. And you can be and do anything you want."
That's so awesome. I bet you left with a big old Texas smile.
He came back later in the day and came into the booth, walked straight over to me. I got a bow. I went to hand him 3 arrows. He said, "I've got this." I said, "Yes, sir.
so
I
good.
believe you do."
That's so good. That's so good. And
But I love them, man. I love them. I love the kids. They're great.
well, we talked about this Kids Day, and it is an exciting time for the kids, but we've shared over and over, one of our mission statements here at Listen to the Eagle is if you're out there and you have an opportunity to introduce a youth, not only maybe your son or daughter, but a nephew, a niece, or a neighbor, somebody that you know has not been introduced to the outdoors as a youth, just give them that first time. Take them fishing, just take them bird watching, take them kayaking, take them canoeing, or get a gun and go dove hunting, anything. Just introduce them, and I promise you, they'll take it and run with it.
They depend on us. I mean, what are they going to do if nobody takes them?
You know, I'm going to relive last Monday night. We started a new segment, and Carl Ott is going to call in again. Carl and I grew up in the Scenic Rivers region, so we've kind of started a new little segment here, and it's called Going Down Memory Lane in the Scenic Rivers region. And we did this memory of when I was 7 and Carl was 8, and Paul Ott took us fishing one summer, and we caught. He took us down. We bought us 2 cane poles, a little basket of crickets. And we spent the afternoon and caught. We got on 3 or 4 brim beds, and we caught so many fish. And we were having so much fun. Anyway, and we didn't even share this story, but we realized this. Here's a 45 and a 46-year-old men, and we remembered one of our best memories was something simple. 2 cane poles and a basket of crickets.
What ate your fish? I want to know what ate
Yeah,
your fish.
you did. Hey,
I was listening.
well, I told Jim. He asked the same question. He went, "What ate them?" And if those of you that don't remember the story,
I mean, if they were in the basket.
Paul
what
bought
got
us
in
a
there?
basket, and we put. I guarantee you, we had 40 brim in there. We caught that many. We went to eat dinner that night, and we came back the next morning, and it was nothing but bones. Bottom line is, something we think it was a turtle had snapped that cage and got in there.
Well, how did he get back out?
I guess I had the same hole.
That's smart.
How he got in. Anyway, we got more. We do have Carl Light calling in from the Scenic Rivers for another memory for y'all to pick apart and have fun. And we're all extravaganzas, loaded, locked, and ready for the extravaganza. We'll be right back. Y'all don't go anywhere.
Go dog.
Legendary entertainer Paul Ott brings you his greatest hits. Get them all in this special CD-DVD combo set, including Old Blue,
Many and a many of an early morn.
I Am Mississippi,
I am everything good you have ever dreamed about.
Right Arm of America, and many more. To order, visit listentotheeagle.com or send $20 check or money order to Paul Ott's Greatest Hits, Box 219, Summit, Mississippi 39666.
Welcome back. Listen to the Eagle. All right, this is the short break. For all of you that are loyal listeners, you know we got this little short interim segment right here. And I want to. We've been promoting the extravaganza all night. We've been talking about the youth and the kids and how awesome of an event it is for them. And there's no doubt. Put an exclamation point on that. But it's also fun for the adults. And Brad, I want you to talk a little bit about if I'm an adult or whether I'm a beginner hunter, whether I'm an avid hunter and been hunting my whole life. You've got some other guests, not just Mr.
Jim Shockey. That's
yeah,
right.
I mean,
That's
you
right.
got some other really cool people showing up and a lot of cool events.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, the stage lineup is going to be unbelievable. Man, we got seminars on everything from turkey calling to blood trailing dogs to, of course, Jim Shockey's going to be up there talking about his adventures. We got guys from small town hunting, Paul Meek, Preston Pittman, of course, talking about turkey hunting. Two different duck calling champions that are going to be up there talking about it. I mean, it really is. You know, it's the way to get everybody fired up. You know, I mean, I've gotten to where, of course, it's a job for me putting it together, but, you know, just kind of being a part of that, you know, all of that at the Trademart and everybody who's there, and you're seeing camouflage and hunting equipment and hearing people, you know, talk about hunting and all that, and seeing the big bucks up there on the display. Man, it's just such a great way to really get yourself psyched up for the coming season.
And most likely, if you've been out there and you've been talking to your buddies and they said, man, have you seen this new gadget, or have you seen this new toy? Have you seen this new scope, or have you seen this new bow, or you seen this new arrow? I mean, you've seen this new gripper on the field. I mean, it's going to be there.
Yeah,
it's going to be there. You're going to get to see it, feel it, touch it.
You know, that's something that we take very seriously about this show. You know, and there have been a lot of other outdoor trade shows all over the country that have kind of come and gone and folded and gone away, that sort of thing. But one of the reasons that ours continues to do so good is that we pay very close attention to the type of vendor that we let in that show. So in other words, it's not just, you know, letting anybody who's willing to pay their money to come and show. We really want to give the people what they came there to see. So we want it to be outdoor related, hunting and fishing centric. You know, of course, we always have a few kind of standards, you know, the fudge folks, you know, they'd probably burn my house down if we got rid of them.
Well,
you know,
and I was also going to share, there's usually some type of new batter or some type of new
that's
recipe
right.
booth of people cooking. So if you're into that, you know, wild game and outdoor cooking,
they're there as well.
You got to come.
But yeah, you got all kinds of vendors out there with fair foods. You've got venison processors giving out samples of deer sausage.
Do we have any music?
Not at the show per se, but Saturday night there's a benefit concert for the Mississippi Toughest Kids concert.
I thought I saw that.
I bet Bert would be glad to get up on the main stage and sing for everybody.
I bet he would. I'm sure they'd be glad to have you.
Oh, well, I don't know about all that.
And look, you can borrow my cap.
Hey, we'll have a hat stomping contest. I'll get on the stage and I can stomp that hat. Everybody, it is the 2017 Mississippi Wildlife Extravaganza. It's this weekend, August 4th through August 6th It starts on Friday at what time?
Friday at 2 o'clock. Doors open at 2 p.m. Friday it goes from 2 to 8 p.m. Saturday the doors open at 9 a.m. and stay open till 7 p.m. at night. And Sunday they're open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So y'all come on out and see us.
It's going to be a big time. We got another segment, and it's the one that I can't tell you how many texts and emails I got last week about the Scenic Rivers region memory lane between Carl Lot from the car lot and myself. We both grew up there. We're going to share another story this next segment. Going down memory lane with Carl Lot from the car lot. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Paul Ott's The Day of the Lord CD DVD combo set is our free gift to you and your family. The Day of the Lord includes songs like I Am That I Am, Don't Cry for Me, and They Could Not Stop His Love, as well as special sermons by Tom Lester, Dr. Larry LeBlanc, and others. Paul's special holy visits and the printed Don't Cry for Me poster are also included. Get yours by calling 1-800-684-9486 or by letter to New Day of the Lord Ministries Foundation, Box 219, Summit, Mississippi 39666.
Oh, welcome back to the last segment. You know, it's safe to say it on the last segment because we don't take many calls. Black Panther, Black Panther, Black
That's
Panther.
right, yeah.
And it does not exist. And Paul Ott's giving $5,000. $5,000
Thanks
for
for
anybody.
tuning in. Good night.
Come on, Paul Ott, you got to put inflation in there, you know.
That's Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's right. Look, new segment, Paul Ott, going down memory lane in the Scenic Rivers region. Carl Ott from the car lot. Carl's with Noel Daniels Motors in Brandon, Mississippi, and Macomb, Mississippi. What's up, Carl?
You know, I'm gonna bring up a story, Bert, and you're gonna have to finish it. And it's about you, but it's gonna tie in to something simple that y'all talk about every week, which is hunting and fishing. But as a young child, we were very fortunate, young kids. We were able to, you know, with your brother playing football for the legendary, you know, Bear Bryant.
Right.
I think it was Bear Bryant's last ball game.
Yeah.
And then something kind of happened there. And then later on, I think it was in 1992, something resurfaced. But there was one question that everybody wanted to know what was said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you tell the story real quick.
All right, so real quick, what Carl's bringing up, and it is a pretty cool memory, and I don't share this story much, and here I'm about to share it live across the state of Alabama. People think I'm crazy.
But it's really, really neat. It's really something neat.
And it is true. I promise it's true. So it was a different time, different era than it is now. So we would go to the ball games. They would tear our tickets at the gate, and I'd look at Paul Ott and say, I'll see y'all at the dressing room after the game, and I'd just roam the stadium. And somehow I'd made friends with the managers, and I'd work myself into the dressing room after every game. So I was fortunate enough for 2 years, I probably heard every post-game speech Bear Bryant gave the team. Well, when he was done, I would immediately run straight to him. He'd put his arm around me, and back then you had to go about 100 yards outside the dressing room to a press trailer. Well, we would walk his arm around me, and he had a bodyguard named Billy, black man. And he would lead the way, get the crowd out of the way. And Coach Bryant would always talk about we're going to go fishing in the springtime. That's what he told me. Every time we'd walk, he's going to go fishing. Fast forward, his very last game, Liberty Bowl, he was going to address the nation of his retirement. And I couldn't work to the front of the stage. It was pandemonium, people everywhere, but I had gotten to the back of the stage. And he was walking up the stairs, and he saw me. He actually backed down 2 stairs, knocked the reporter over behind him, and he leaned down, and he always called me Bart. He didn't call me Bert. He said, hey, Bart, we're for sure going to go fishing this springtime. He kept walking. Now, you can imagine, I'm 10 years old. Cameras going off everywhere. Who are you? What did he say? How does he know you? You know, and I'm sitting there, eyes wide open. I just said, he just said we're going fishing in the springtime. Now, real quick, we're about to go to break. Hang on. Fast forward 10 years, 1992. I'm sitting in my dorm room. The only human being that knew this story was Carl Ott. And we're at Ole Miss together. Alabama just won the national championship, and there's a Sports Illustrated dedicated to their national championship. And there's one little article in there that talks about how Bear Bryant's influence on that staff, Gene Stallings, blah, blah, blah. Carl throws it on my desk. He's ghost white. He goes, turn to page 63. And the article talked about Bear Bryant, and it said, going to address the nation in all his glory, he spotted a little blonde-headed boy. And when the boy was asked, what did Coach Bryant say? He said, we're going fishing in the springtime.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty cool.
That is a good story.
That's
there.
cool.
All right, Carl, thank you so much. That was Memory Lane and Scenic Rivers Regions with Carl Ott from Noel Daniels Motors. Y'all go check out Carl Ott. Go to NoelDanielMotors.com. Carl, I love you. I'll see you next week. Everybody, the Extravaganza is this weekend, August 4th through the 6th. The doors open at 2 o'clock on Friday.
That's right.
Close at 5 o'clock on Sunday.
Come see me.
Robert Daley, have a big time. Thank y'all both so much for being a part of the show. We'll see y'all next Monday night.